Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Ink and Page, and I am here today with a quick preview of a new kit that I just released called Nature's Neutrals. This is a little bit of a different style kit than what I usually release. So I wanted to go over some of the features and items that are included in this kit that are a little different, and how you might use those, how it might be more flexible, stuff like that. I'm going to do a series of videos on this kit this month. I'm going to use this kit kind of as my base kit for the month, and just do a few projects a week in this kit. And we'll start by making a journal. It'll be a lot like Winter Wonder, but like more self-directed. So I won't be making a video every single day and laying the projects out for you that same way, but we will be making the journal together, and you don't need to use the Neutrals papers. You can use whatever papers you want, and going through kind of the process of making some ephemera, getting some doing some compartmental makes, and just doing a few things to have, right? And each month I'm hoping to release one of these kits that has this kind of flexible color palette, flexible theme, that could potentially fold into other journals, and just start to build some of our ephemera stashes up. Because I don't know about you guys, I'm I don't, after December and journal January, my ephemera is pretty wiped out. So I thought this would be a fun project for us to do together, and we could do it on a monthly basis. And I'll just pick a new color palette every month, and we'll just go from there. So this kit is huge. It's 75 pages. Don't ask me how it got that big. All I know is that sometimes when you're in the flow and you're making stuff and everything is so pretty, it's hard to stop. So that's why there's a bunch of papers in this kit. I think that overall, once I show you how everything goes together and all of that, you'll see there's some potential in flexibility for the items that are included in this kit. Okay, so first of all, I had some requests to start including cover templates in my kits. So this is the first kit that's going to feature a cover template, and it is going to be very similar to what we did in the Winter Wonder Journal. So I've included a couple templates for you guys here, and we will go over this in a separate video, exactly how to use this, how to put everything together, all that sort of thing, sizes, all that info. It will be very similar to what we did in Winter Wonder. I'm just going to show you quickly. There's a bunch of different cover options, and you could literally use any paper in this kit for your cover. These are all sized exactly right for what you need, so there's going to be no guessing or messing around or measuring. You just have to cut these out and you're good to go. You're going to need 2 of these, but again, like I said, we'll go through all of this in the cover video. I just wanted you to get a quick look at what's available for covers. These are the end papers, and again, you could use anything in the kit. This gives you the size template as well as, some ideas for what you could use. I gave you a plain one here. There's just a bunch of different ones, and you need 2 of these as well. Okay, now we're going to get to the exterior and interior spines. So I grabbed my Winter Wonder journal just really quickly. I have a couple of things sticking out of it still. But the way that this goes together is, we'll look at the back here, is that there's an inner spine and an outer spine. It's covered in here. This is an end paper from that, and you can see the inner spine in here. And the signatures are sewn into that inner spine, and then it's glued to the outer spine. And the way that this works is it kind of makes a journal sandwich, so that it strengthens this. This is just cardstock that this journal's made out of, but it's held up really well. It's been all over the place, been all over my craft room, and I haven't had any problems with it. I would probably think about sealing it, but because I did, you know, print it on my inkjet. But so anyway, that's just a quick aside for you guys. So these are the spines. This is the exterior. This is one of the options for exterior, and it's this is the 2 signature. So I think it's is it a 1.5 and a 2-inch spine? So those are your choices. This is an interior option. This is an exterior option. The interiors have the dots for you to sew the signatures in, and again, we'll go over that in the other video. This is the larger 3 signature spine in green, and then the same for the interior spine. And then this is a second exterior spine, and then this is the interior. And then we have the 3 signature versions of both of those. So you have everything in 2 sizes, and I've used mixed and matched and coordinated all the papers together so that they'll match. But again, the color palette is very neutral, very nature-based, organic. So you should be able to fold these papers in with other papers in your stash, especially if you have, you know, any of my other papers. You know, I think I have several kits that would match really well with this. It was very inspired by field notes for this one. But you know, I love this botanical nature theme a lot. Okay, so now in this kit, there are 6 journal pages, and they are different than what I usually make. They are designed with just patterns on the back. I did do a couple of illustrations, but these are designed so that you can add your own, add the images you want where you want them. And I'll show you in just a second. I included a selection of images in this kit. And here, we'll take a quick look at those. So all of these panels fit on top of the panels on either side of these, okay? So the lined, there's 2 lined panels here. These will allow you to put a lined page where you want a lined page. So it doesn't matter what page is in the journal or whatever. This can go right on top of this panel here or this panel here. It can go on the back. Wherever you want a lined page, you can put a lined page with these panels. Okay, so I have a selection of different panels, and you can mix and match these panels, layer them however you like, cut them however you like. If you want to cut them smaller, if you want to, you know, just use the moth as the focal image on the page, whatever you want to do. I want to give maximum flexibility for your design wishes. So like this paper is not tied to this paper in any way, which in a usual journal, that's what happens. Like I will design this, and these 2 pages are tied together. So you can use whatever, wherever you want. And I also think this gives the additional benefit of layering. And I think whenever you're layering into your journal, you're always going to end up with like a richer, you know, more, you know, like a deeper experience. Because like with every layer that we put into our projects, like we're adding like a little bit more personalization, right? So this is like the maximum personalization for you. You know, you can pick, you know, where you want your bird's nests. Do you want your bird's nests next to each other? You don't have to decide this either when you're making your journal. You can put these in after your journal's made. So it's just some more flexibility, you know. And also I was inspired by Junk Journal January for sure, making this kit and leaving spaces for personalization, for adding in, if you want to add your own painting in, if you want to add your own drawing, watercolor, stamping, which you guys know I love to do. I cannot wait to add some stamping to these pages. But yeah, so there's like a selection of images here, and I just made all different kinds, you know, like just things that were pretty and that, you know, then you could simply add to them at your will. And, you know, you could add a piece of this lined paper to this here and create a journaling spot. So you are like more of the like, master of your own domain, I guess, in terms of like how your journal looks, you know, how you're gonna, what the end product's gonna be. So anyway, I just really am excited to give this a shot in an actual journal. I've put these types of images in my kits before, but not with this kind of thinking and like intention and actually going to follow through and, you know, make videos and talk about it. Okay, so I almost made it through without a dog interruption. So here we go. All right, so let's take a quick look at these journaling cards. These are the vertical ones. So these are great for tags, tuck spots, pretty much anything you want to use them for. They offer that extra, even that extra ability to add this as like an additional focal image on one of these other pages. Just gives you another opportunity to layer. So, you know, just the same as before, like very organic nature images. I tried to incorporate a couple different styles and variations in like light to dark, you know, stuff like that. You know, and like it's like, I like this like kind of faded grungy style here, as much as I love, you know, these and that. So I think this just allows you to add variety, because if you're going to use like a singular kit for your journal, this, if you have a variety in your images, you have a variety, you know, you give more variety to your actual journal. Okay, so these are some landscapes and the lovely garden path right there. There's some of these are designed with some extra space here, so that you can add writing in, you know, or quotes, whatever you would like to do. These are definitely geared toward that on this page. This is just amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna do the ATCs, which there are quite a few of, because decisions are hard to make, and these are just, I just love them. I love all the different styles of images. You know, some of these images would be good ones to make, like to do like ephemera for later, like make some little clusters with, turn them into tags, things like that. These are, on this one, are just a little bit darker. We have some lighter ones here, and some ones that have like this one has good lines. This is very sketchy. This is asking for you to add some embellishments to it, even if you were to just highlight it with a white pen, you know, just something to bring in that one extra level of I don't know what the correct word is, maybe artistry, but it just a little extra touch, you know, brings this, like, takes it up one level from a printable to like something you made, right? So again, a little journaling space, some cute options for cards here. Like things like this would be great for more neutral ephemera that you could use in multiple journals. I did do some dominoes. These are amazing for little clusters, just to attach to the top corners of your pages. Add to tags. These definitely, we will do a video on these, because these are possibly one of my most favorite things to work with from Junk Journal January. I liked them before that, but I just really found, like, I hit my groove with those in Junk Journal January, because we used them in Winter Wonder and they were fine, but now I love them. Okay, so now we have square collage tiles. So again, same thing, clusters. These are great for page edges as well. You can cut them, you know, just into strips and make a fun page edge. I think we did do that in Junk Journal January. You know, just more options for things in different shapes, right? And you can cut these down however you want. You can rip them in half, whatever you want to do there. Okay, these are some larger squares as well. Same with the journaling cards. These are really good for tuck spots. Some of these are a little bit more abstract and just, you know, so you could definitely add stamping to these or add a quote. There are words included in this kit, so I'll get to those. Those would be good on there too. All right, so now we have some horizontal journaling cards as well. Again, good for some embellishing, some journaling, tuck spot, and then the minis, which is again just a variation on this size, but you know, all different designs, yeah, just for different options, right? Just depending on what you're feeling like. This one has like a little piece of masking tape at the bottom of it. It's perfect for writing on. Just little fun details like that. Okay, tags. There's a pretty wide selection of tags. These are all mostly florals. These all have pockets that echo the tops of the tags, but you can feel free to mix and match them however you like. You might have to trim one of them because this guy I think is a little chubbier than the other two. Okay, and then there's some of these like domed top tags. You know, this one has journaling space, just really good for clusters, stuff like that. To tuck in tiny pockets, stuff. I love a tiny tag. Okay, this kit also includes several like one-page projects, kind of like the old style free ephemera that I used to do before I just blew up. So, but these are just one-page mini projects. So if you just want to sit down, print one page and do one project, here it is, right? It's a pocket tag. It's got a label. It's got a card. It's got some ephemera for you to use. Boom. You could just literally sit down and do this in probably 10 minutes, including the printing, you know, depending on your printer. But I have a couple of these. This is a library pocket one. And, oh, this one is like a little field notes folder. It's a notebook, but, you know, it's just going to be a folder because unless you want to print it out a couple times and turn it into a notebook, which is a thought. I could edit these numbers to make different numbers. But it's got a little pencil. This will fit on here as a pocket if you want, but it doesn't have to. A label, bookmark, you know, some specimens for you to put in there, as well as a wax seal. Okay, specimen slides, another little project you can just sit down and, you know, I have two that are pre-made and ready to go, and then two that you have to assemble. And then they have the little, some little tags down, or tags, little word tags down at the bottom that you can add to these or add to that, or, you know, do whatever you like with them. So yeah, I wanted to include a couple of like small projects because everybody seems to really enjoy those. Okay, so envelopes. So we have envelopes and cards. Again, you know, you could sit down and make these in 10 minutes. And have cute little ephemera just waiting to go, right? Okay, we have the tiny square envelopes, which is a personal favorite. And then I did two big ones too. You know, just because these are really great for underbelly bands and stuff like that. And we'll get to that in a second as well. Okay, so here's the words page. This is different as well. I discovered this last week, that it's much easier to cut these out if I don't put the lines around them. I was just letting my scan and cut do it, but my scan and cut, like, sometimes when it has a lot of tiny things on one page to cut, by the time it gets to the bottom, it's slightly off, so then I end up having to hand trim all those anyway. So instead of doing it that way, I just went ahead and put all the words on here and took out the actual label pieces that used to be behind, or would have been behind them. And that way you can cut these words up. So if you want to take and restructure the words, you can, you know, in any way that you wanted to. And I included some like field notes words and a couple of script words at the bottom. So yeah, so you guys can take a look at those and let me know what you think about that. Okay, fussy cuts. There's a couple pages of these, and I tried to vary the sizes a little bit for you guys. One thing that is really handy, especially for these two pages, is I print them full size, but then I also print them so that it prints 2 to a page. And that gives me a bunch of tinier ephemera as well as the bigger pieces. And I've discovered that that is super handy to do because it's like better for me to give you the images bigger, because you cannot make an image bigger, but you can make it smaller without, you know, losing the quality. So the easiest thing to do here is just to tell your printer to print these 2 to a page. And that's what works great for me. I did this during Junk Journal January with all the flowers and stuff that we had, and I used those like at least, I probably used them 2 weeks straight. Like, I had so many to use and they were perfect size for clusters, but it also gave me like bigger focal pieces because I love having these bigger florals for on the pages. But if you wanted to do just a little domino collage piece with a butterfly and all of that, you might want to have slightly smaller pieces. So anyway, that's that. I did round labels, so 2 inches will punch out with a 2-inch punch, and 1 inch will punch out with a 1-inch punch. These are very muted colors, in case you wanted to stamp numbers or letters on them. I find it like sometimes I do put the numbers and letters on them, and you'll see that in a minute, but like I feel like this expands their usefulness if I give you the opportunity to put what you want on them. Because like, I don't know how many signatures you're going to have in your journal. I don't know if you want numbers, if you want letters, you know, what do you want to spell somebody's name? Do you want to spell happy? You know, stuff like that. So that's why these are neutral and perfect for adding, you know, letters to with stamps. And I find that I don't use my alphabet stamps enough. So I think this is going to give me a good opportunity to put those into use as well. Okay, so this is like a little tidbits page. This is mostly labels. I have a couple of little old postcards here. These are good for clusters. Just random little bits and bobs on here. So labels for sure, decorative labels, perfect for clusters, you know, perfect for just maybe adding that little something to a page, you know, when you need that extra little piece behind something. These are probably gonna come in handy for that. Okay, so these I did do 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs for this. I should have given you guys a blank set too, but you know, this is an option, just an option, right? I just wanted to try to expand the usefulness, give some examples. These are all plain here. These would be great for quotes, for using with the words that are included, or just for, you know, labeling your pages. And then I just have a couple little tabs here for the tops of tags. I love these at the tops of tags versus like putting the eyelets in. I like the eyelets, but I just really like the way the tab looks at the top of a tag. I think it looks really great. So there's that. Okay, and this is our washi strips / belly band page. So these can be used as a set, like a complete set of belly bands for the whole project, or you could cut them up and use them as little pieces for on your pages. If you print this out on like the lowest quality paper, which is like, I guess the copy paper, just copy weight paper, I find it's really great to work with. I have it on cardstock right now. I have everything on 110-pound cardstock for this video because it's just like the paper weight is really good for like showing people stuff. I was supposed to be making this video quick and I'm worried that it's not quick, but okay. And then finally we have the papers. So the papers that are included in the paper pack are more patterny type papers, more like scrapbooking papers, rather than like a grungy style, like my grungy paper packs. And there is a grungy paper pack for this kit, so I will go through it because I realize not everyone wants 75 pages of mayhem. They may just want 24 pretty pages to add to their journals, which is fine too. So there is that option as well. So I'll show you that in a second, but I'll just go quickly over these patterns. Just florals. This one I love. This is just like every time I look at it, I see something different. So you'll see this pattern I did use throughout the journal. This just beautiful blue color here. Some buttercups. This is your neutral right here. So you can add whatever you want to that. That's for just artistic expression in general, and for the back of anything you want. A little polka dot situation here for some whimsy. And this just really, like, I don't know, I love this. This big, kind of bold, but like worn garden here. Another damask, because as far as I'm concerned, you can never have too many of these. So, and then just like a nice leafy page here. This one would be great for in a journal, you know. And then just an abstract kind of, this is like an acid wash style of, with it, you can see a little bit of the organic printing in here as well. So, all right, so that is the 75-page kit with, that's like Nature's Neutrals, which includes the covers, all the ephemera, the journal pages, all the images, stuff like that. Now, if you are like, either, you know, you want something simpler, I do have this is the Grungy paper pack, and I tried to make one of these for all of my kits because they've been very popular. You guys have done some beautiful things with them. So this kit coordinates with this kit. If you feel that you want more Grungy papers, certainly this is a good option. The mailing list has a great coupon in it, which makes this very inexpensive. So, I'll just quickly flip through this so you can see them. They are very much the Grungy style of the other kits if you've seen them. This is some like kind of stamping type imagery. I love this like kind of spattery ink floral here, like the flowers kind of blend into the spatter. This I love, this like sort of minimal grunge here with just the two messed up corners. And then this is kind of a woven background on it. And then I tried to give, like, you know, obviously like the colors that I'm hitting consistently throughout this are like blue, yellow, green, blue, green, and then just this kind of hint of brown in there as well. So these like pretty daisies, some roses with a very like open space here for your crafting, and then this kind of grungy damask, which is probably a top, you know, 5 for me on these. I love, see, and this is the damask. This is kind of a flourish. It's kind of the same style, just a little bit different, a little more gold in that one. This is my favorite one in the whole thing. These dried flowers, and then you can see the book page edges right here, and then you have plenty of space over here for crafting. Again, just a little floral there with a neutral here. A nice floral burst. Beautiful. This is like so pretty. And this is kind of an amalgamation page of multiple things, you know, all different patterns, butterflies, script, all sorts of things. More flowers. There's gonna be a lot of flowers coming up here, because I do love a flower. This is very minimal, so like a lot of different you know, you're going from like that crazy grungy, where is it, one with the gold filigree on it, and then you're to this. So lots of options here. And this so pretty leafy, which is like, you can see like a little bit of water staining in the background on that one. This pretty garden. And an open book page, which I always try to include one of these in every one of these, because I don't know, I just love it. And I don't know, it's just got character. And then this is kind of like my grungy patchworky contribution to this kit. And then we have this minimal one here too. So that is the paper pack, which is separate from the 75-page one. So I hope you guys made it through this video. I appreciate it if you did. Hopefully it was interesting and informative. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the description below. And I will be back hopefully tomorrow. I'm not sure when the video is actually going to post, but just subscribe if you haven't, and it'll tell you when the video posts. I'll also post it in the Facebook group. And yeah, and so I'll go over the cover, making the journal in that video, and then we'll just move on from there and just, you know, do a bunch of small projects, hoping for like 15-minute videos, 20-minute videos throughout the week a couple of times, and we'll just go from there. If you guys have any requests, please put them in the comments as well. I do have some helpers out there that are reading my comments as well. So sometimes, even if I don't have time to reply, I'm still getting the information. So definitely put it down there. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you very soon in the next video. Thanks for watching.